Frankie, I'm just so happy we get this moment together. Me and Puss Puss have been waiting to team up with you. Yes, now we finally get to show our true power. Thankfully, Tachi is setting us up with a nice, easy demonstration. Claim that all we were gonna fight were 2 people, we can do our combo. Wait, who the fuck are you guys?
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cash, and as you guys may know, this video kills 99.9% of germs, is lightweight and very easy to carry, and is 100% MFO. Now, what we're going to be showing in this video is the combo between scFX and Ramge, and I wanted to premise this video with that it's hard as fuck to get off. Now, the reason why it's so hard is because there's so many things playing against you in the fight. I'll be showing clips throughout. You won't be seeing my face for the majority of the video. I do apologize. Eventually, once I get the combo to go off, you will see me and I'll be like, but right now I'm just doing testing. I'm trying to get the combo in a sensible way. It's very difficult to get the combo off. Reason being is because the combo consists of testing out Frankie's damage on the units first. So he has to be able to get his S3 off with nothing there, which is hard enough to do. The next will be testing how much damage it is when there's a self-harm stack. Now, in order for that damage to be consistent, it has to be both crits or both blocks or both something, but I'm getting so many inconsistent numbers, it's ridiculous. It's just so hard, and the problem is also is that nullify heal and the damage over time make it that the units die. It's very hard for them to heal the units back up. Well, they're not hard, they can't heal the units back up, so they end up dying before I really get to get any data from them. If you make them too strong, then I have to run a bunch of other units and it's gonna mess with the data and things of that nature. So I'm trying my best to make this make sense in the easiest way possible, but it's just a little bit difficult, and that's what pretty much my point before we even get into this, is that it's very impractical. It seems to be a little bit too hard to set up. It's like Ramge would have to go first, drop that, and then scFX would have to go after him and have enough mana to burst after. It's not even like something you can reasonably do on turn 1, possibly depending on who hits who in the beginning of the fight. A lot of the times, sometimes I have Ramge's S3, but I don't have Frankie's, so it's just a mess. It's an overall mess, and it's just not too practical. I think that they should change it to where Frankie's ult just does more damage if they have Fear of the Abyss, because not every unit is gonna have Fear of the Abyss anyway. He'll probably be the only unit that can piggyback off his own, negative passive, but so do technically the other units. They have, when you're disheartened, you're lower defense and dodge. That benefits even Rachel himself. But Fear of the Abyss doesn't benefit Frankie until, some other random stuff happens. So it just makes it a little bit too hard. Even Janae, you can benefit off the attack speed being lowered. Everyone benefits from your team when that happens. So, alright, so here's as many clips as I got, and then I'll see you later in the video. Alright, so here we go. This is gonna be like the final testing or whatever like that. So what I'm first gonna do, like I said, is I'm going to try to get scFX to do his ultimate on the back row and take those numbers down. I'm gonna do it at least 2 times just to make sure that the numbers are consistent. After we did the other video, I'm pretty confident that they're going to be consistent. So let's do this. We're gonna be having a good old guild member of mine. I know I'm not going to the guild screen, I just added him as a friend, so the Black Pearl. So we're going to be using that as a way to get these numbers. So I'm going to full screen it because it's going to be easier, just because of the way scFX's S3 does work. It's a little hard to kind of see it on a smaller screen, so I'd rather just make it biggie size so it's a little bit easier to see. All right, so I'm just going to tap you real quick, and that does that. So let's record this, and this will be our first time with scFX's S3. Hopefully no crits. It would just make a lot of things easier if there are no crits. But he has, I don't know, I guess he has high crit or something. I don't know. Mine crits a lot, so. Of course. So let's just focus on baby girl on the right. We'll just use her as an example. Oh no, let's just do a regular, one here. Get some more data, so hopefully she doesn't get crit, so we have a consistency. And if the other ones don't get crit, then we'll still take that number instead of the crit data. Okay, so Sabrina got crit that time, and the other two on the left and right didn't. So we still have consistency with Astarte, and we have consistent crit data on Sabrina. Gonna back out. Oh my god, you have to be kidding me. That was such a perfect setup. And they both get killed. Here I can showcase the damage of the actual dot on Astarte. You can see that every turn she's taking 481. Pretty decent amount if you consider most people's health pools. It's not that bad of an actual, oh god, I can't have a break. If we don't kill Sabrina, we can at least have a little data on her. There we go, that's good. All right, this should work out. So hopefully we don't crit on Sabrina. And we should be able to gauge the damage. Okay, she blocked that, that's irrelevant. All right, she doesn't die. We need this not to crit. Well, even if it does crit, we do have data on her crit and we have data. So either way, as long as she doesn't, I guess, as long as she doesn't block this, we should be fine. And I saw it there at the end. You guys saw that? That 1711, I think it was the additional damage that it did. So we'll have to slow that down and we'll be able to pick that apart a little bit. Obviously, Bernadette's dying. She was broken. She's going to take double damage. That's a ridiculous amount of damage. All right, so now that I have, I don't know why my thing is like lopsided like that. It looks weird. Looks like I'm trying to make a hair statement with my hoodie. All right, so now that we have enough data, at least for a self-harm stack, and we do have one where it's non-self-harm. So let's go into there, and I'll show you guys the Vegas, and we can see how that works. And here we are. Isn't this cool? All right, so you can see, by the way, just the flex, right? I got you guys here. Look how many movements it was for that intro, man. Each little meticulous, like, movement of the freaking thing. Yeah, it's your boy, All right, so this is the first one right here. I have it off to the side so we can just kind of see it. So as you guys know, I got my handy dandy notepad. You can see that, hey, a little extra tip for you guys. If you are doing YouTube and you want to do timestamps, do them as you're editing. It's much easier that way. So we're just gonna add this onto the bottom here for each little tick of damage, and I'm gonna play it inch by inch by inch, and then I'll give you guys the number so you guys don't have to watch me do each frame. I think that would be a little silly, but you guys saw it. You could have easily froze it yourself, but I'm gonna do it here with this so you guys can see. And like I said, we're gonna go frame by frame by frame, taking down each number that I see that pops up. This is gonna be for Sabrina, is the one that we really care about. So the damage that comes under Sabrina is crit. Astarte, I'll probably write her numbers down too, and then maybe we'll get another data on her. But all right, I think we're at the end of it. All right, so I got at the end 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 numbers I gotta add up. I'm just gonna pop up my calculator. So we kind of know the crit, and we also know that we're gonna get another number that is non-crit, so we'll be able to differentiate that. Aha! This is why you guys gotta be thorough. So in this first clip, as you guys see, it was double crits. Sorry, it was double crits, right? So some of the numbers were overlapping between Sabrina's numbers, and I realized, I remember I said 15, right? So I looked into this one where it's a little bit easier because it's non-crit, crit, and then non-crit, right? So it's actually 13 numbers. So that means I grouped together two numbers that I didn't need. So funny enough, this side actually matches up to Astarte. In both instances, she would not crit, and the damage was exactly the same. So I know for a fact that it's 13 numbers. I have both 13 numbers. I also should add up. Sorry, I should move that over to here, guys, so you guys can see it. I was hiding inside. I have two monitors. So now I have the Astarte when she's not crit. This is Sabrina when she is crit. And then I should just add this number up. So let's just put crit and then add in the number from the calculator is 5504. Oh no, it's not 5504. So I gotta redo this as well. And if someone was to call me out on this, I would have been perfectly fine. But I know it's always good to have, you know, people back check your work. Last is 645, so 4475. A lot less damage, obviously. All right, so let's add up Astarte. So she only took 2423. All right, so now after further review, now I have this one, right? Now this is the one I realized I kind of made a mistake here, is that this is the one that Sabrina does not get crit, but she has the 1 stack on her, right? Now, if you notice, the numbers are actually going to be very similar to Astarte's. It's going to be very close to it. So as you can see, 26, 52, 78. We got 26, 53, 79. So they're pretty much taking around the same damage. So to save time and to not waste your guys' time, I'm going to just kind of, not to say that this is the exact, their numbers are going to be pretty close. So I'm going to just kind of add Sabrina's non-crit damage, which what I'm trying to say is that it doesn't boost each individual tick of damage, but that last hit of damage is what's going to count, which was, I think we said it was 1711. So let's just add all of these numbers. All right, so now I'm finished counting it up. So as you can see here, maybe I should have put these side by side, right? But you see 26, 26, 52, 53, 78, 79, 106, 105, 131 here, 133, 157 here, 159 there, 184 to 186. So they're very similar. I'm pretty sure that their defenses are probably just similar. So I'm going to use that as a premise to say that they're taking the same amount of damage. Now, as we remember here, in a few seconds, we're going to see an additional number at the end here. While she's getting pulverized, we're just going to see that one additional number. And that's the 1711. And that's coming from the self-harm stack. Now, if we were to go by this number, whatever this number is, right? So Sabrina at this point would have took, let's add it up, 2366. So that's not that much damage. I mean, it's pretty obvious it's not that much damage in comparison to most HPs of characters. Let me just go into game real quick. So just to you know, I guess just to like kind of like premise that, so they're doing that much damage. A character like my Redley has like 5,000 HP going into these fights. The freaking Shafrakin was 62, Anna coming in 62, Maggie coming in 48. So to do only 2366 is not that much. It's not good damage, right? Now if we add in that 1711, right? Oof. 1711. We're getting about 4,000. 4,077 damage on that Sabrina, right? Because it can only target the back row. So is that worth it? I'd have to agree to say no, just because of how much it takes to set up. I've said it, I'm just gonna reiterate it. You have to have Ramge go first. So I had to literally give him a gear so he's 1 speed faster than Shafrakin, and then he has to have at least 1 mana if you wanted to target a specific person, right? He has to have at least 1 mana, which he should, because Shafrakin will give him 1 mana, so he'll have access to Touch of Light every turn if he wants to. Golden Blaze is for something completely different, but you won't guarantee that. The only issue though, to follow up with the destruction of time and space, the whole thing deals 150% additional damage for each self-harm stack. It's hard for him to get additional self-harm stacks because the whole turns have to cycle. By the time he even gets to do this move, he needs 5 mana. So it's like it would take him so long to get it. Now if this was on this move as well, like every one of his moves, it would kind of be better. This move does a lot of damage. This is his FC form, so this move has a 300% instead of the heal. Does a lot of damage, a really good tool. And what is my dude's crit though? We need to talk about 204. Jesus Christ. I think Ramge is better. If you were to like pick one or the other, I would actually prefer to just kind of use Ramge, because Fear of the Abyss get you in trouble sometimes because of the whole fact that it keeps exploding. With damage immunity and with barriers, it's not beneficial to you sometimes when it comes down to those procs. And if it procs on a barrier, if it procs on Dragon Blood, it's not going to help you out too much. I do still think that hitting a target with the Touch of Light or Touch of Darkness is not that bad. It does nullify heal. It allows you to get them down quicker. It allows you to maybe hit them before the block goes out. So if they do try to heal, it allows you to nullify heal on the Ulum, so he can't keep healing back his HP. It's very useful. Shafrakin, sometimes I do find it harder to use him, just because of the, you know, if he hits a target with this, it has to be a target that will not trigger Dragon Blood. And even if it doesn't, the gradual ticks will still give Dragon Blood stacks. And then if I get Wrath countered, I usually end up dying because of it. So it's a little weird to the wary. I actually, like I said, I think Ramge is a little bit better in that situation, especially now with everything else that he has, you know, being a Dragon Blood unit. So with that being said, what did you guys think? Were you surprised? Were you thinking that it was going to do a lot more damage? I thought so. I thought that maybe, you know, it would, I mean, not double, because double would be like 200%, I guess. If you think about it, it was 2,000, it got an extra 1,700. It's almost double. I think, and also the damage, additional damage wouldn't be too bad if it was easier to get. I think the fact that his S3, scFX's S3, is a does cost 5 mana, makes it a little bit harder to do. If both of them are the last man standing, I guess it's okay. They're both like with a bunch of people dead already and the dark passive keeps triggering, then yeah, you know, but even doing this, trying to manipulate it, that's why I cut it short. It was too hard to manipulate on a consistent basis to continuously test it. It was just a nightmare. So I hope you guys understand. Hopefully guys, I'm not trying to trick people, like why would I try to, the real hidden OP is this comp and I don't want them to nerf it. Like, no, I'm just trying. Once I found enough data, I'm gone. I'm gone. Too much math, too much work, and at the end of the day, most people don't even have the combo, you know. But it's an interesting concept, I'll say the least. I would definitely like to see more concepts like that, or more stuff triggering with Fear of the Abyss. I know that Valentina triggers with it as well. I don't remember how. Yeah, I just looked at Valentina, way better. She just takes your 10 mana away. That's so much better. That's worth the risk. I mean, she has dots on both of her skills, so I mean, if you just take let's say FC Rara and you hit her with Valentina, you just take away all her bar. Like that's so good. And it's on a 1 mana. Yeah, I think Valentina's a little bit better as far as synergy with Fear of the Abyss. Let me know what you guys think. Remember guys, comment on this video, man. Like this video, it took a little bit. I hope you guys see the hard work. And just remember that every day at the casino is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.